Hi guys. If you go to the United States, there are a lot of places that you can visit, and one of the most popular places that you can visit is called Smithsonian Museum. So, what is a Smithsonian Museum? It's like a big museum where if you go inside the museum, there are 19 different museums that you can see. Yeah, I've never been there, but I wish I could go there one day. Okay, so as I told you before, there are 19 different museums, for such as first the Hirsch Horn Museums and Sculpture Garden, where you can see many kinds of sculptures there, and then second one, the National Museum of American History, about the history of the presidents of the USA, and then the national anthem of the USA, and there you can also see ancient objects in the past. And the rest is the museums that we're going to be discussing today. The National Museum of Natural History. Inside the museum, you can see big elephants and then fossils, dinosaurs. And then the National Museum of African American History. And last one, the National Air and Space Museum, where you can find aircraft models or airplanes in the past. Okay, let's begin. Okay, I told you last week to read this text about the Smithsonian Museums. And hopefully you have finished reading and doing the 10 questions. Okay, let's read together. Most cities around the world have museums. They collect things that are important in history so people can enjoy them in the future. The Smithsonian Museums in Washington, D.C. are famous all over the world. More than 8 million people visit them every year, and they are free for visitors. Oh, they are free. They have to pay. So it means this museum has a lot of incomes from the visitors. There are 19 different museums to visit with more than 137 million objects to see. They are all close to each other, so people can walk from one museum to the next. You can spend the whole week visiting the Smithsonian Museums, and they are all different. There are lots of interesting exhibits. The National Museum of the Natural History has a fantastic dinosaur exhibit that is one of the oldest in the world. The dinosaur skeletons are real fossils, so the museum works hard to take care of them. The tour guides are very friendly, and they have a lot of information about the museums. One of the most popular exhibits is at the National Air and Space Museum. There you can read about and see photographs of the first man on the moon. The gift shop sells posters, toys, books, and all about the museum. And after people walk and read. Wait, what is that? Walk and enjoy entering in the cafeteria. Okay, done. Okay, so this picture, this is the Air and Space Museum, in the Smithsonian Museum, about airplanes and aircrafts. Okay, so we're going to discuss the questions that you have probably answered at home. And the first question is, where are the Smithsonian Museums located? It's on the paragraph 2. Smithsonian Museums are in the USA, and the city is. Smithsonian Museums are located in Washington, D.C. Okay, number 2. How famous are the Smithsonian Museums? There are 2 points that you can explain how famous they are. First one, they are famous all over the world. Many people know about Smithsonian Museums. However, there are also a lot of people who don't know, because they don't really know about the United States. The second point is more than 8 million people visit them every year. 8 million, can you imagine that? It's a lot. Question number 3. Are the museums free for visitors? Yeah, it's clear, they are free. Yes, they are free. Number 4. How many museums and objects are there? There are 19 different museums with more than 137 million objects to see. So there you can find a lot of objects, not only new objects, but also ancient. Not only old, but also ancient objects like fossils. Question number 5. What kind of interesting exhibits are in the museums? Exhibits. The exhibits are things that you can see in the museum. The real objects that you can physically touch and see, but you cannot touch exhibits usually in the museum. So there are dinosaur exhibit like skeletons or fossils and photographs of the first man on the moon. Who were the first men on the moon? Do you know? As far as I know, it was Neil Armstrong, from the USA. Number 6. What does Natural History Museum have? It has a fantastic dinosaur exhibit. That's the answer. Number 7. What can we do at the National Air and Space Museum? So the keyword is Air and Space Museum. So it will be about aircrafts and airplanes. Yep, we can read about the photographs of the first man on the moon. What can we do? Oh yeah, the activity that you can do. You can read about the photographs of the first man on the moon. Number 8. Where can people enjoy the time? Enjoy the time. Usually you can eat and drink in that place, They can enjoy their time at the cafeteria. So it's like a small food court in the museum. Number 9. Oh, the answer appeared first. What does the gift shop have? It has posters, ties, and books all about the museum. Here we go to the last question. Who guides the visitors and what do they have? Okay, if you go to the museum, there will be a person. It can be a man or a woman who will guide you, and then will give information related to the museum and the exhibits that are displayed there. So, they are the tour guides. The tour guides will guide them, and they have a lot of information about the museums. Okay, so that's all for today's video. So what have we discussed today? Today we have discussed about Smithsonian Museums in the USA. Especially they are located in Washington DC. So Washington DC is the capital city of the USA. Okay, so hopefully this video is useful for you. Thank you very much for watching and listening to my video. And I'm gonna see you on the next video. Bye bye.